We are on the go with Joe, and today Joe V is learning about a hobby that mixes gardening with art.
Yeah, he's at a business that is celebrating a special anniversary this week. He is live at Roosevelt's Terrariums. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Yes, so we've been learning all about the art of making terrariums here with Sean Aid once again. Roosevelt Terrariums celebrating a very special anniversary. We'll tell you about that in just a second. But Sean, for people just tuning in, the basic idea here is it's essentially a sealed ecosystem inside of a jar. You plant, you put soil, put your plants in there, and then for the most part, it's like a self-contained, you don't have to water it all the time. It just takes care of itself. So I'm just curious, we're going to see the kind of plants that you can use because you can't just put anything in a terrarium and have it work, right?
Right. So everything that we use are tropical plants because inside of a terrarium you got about 80 or 90% humidity. So the plants that are going to thrive in that type of humidity are tropical plants. So some of our more popular plants, something like, this guy here, it's called a nerve plant or Fritonia. That's probably the most popular one, but anything that likes bright indirect light and high levels of humidity are going to thrive in terrariums.
I see like little tiny ferns in here. And a lot of them, by the way, also have moss in them too, I've noticed.
Yeah, exactly. We use a lot of moss. Moss really adds a nice pop of green to it. Ferns do great inside of terrariums, which gives that Pacific Northwest feel. So that's a Boston fern right there. We have some maidenhair ferns, but those are some of my favorite plants to use.
And when you take care of them, again, some of them, it may be, every 3 months you water them? Some of them maybe once a year?
Yeah, exactly. So whenever you have that airtight seal like a cork lid or a screw-on lid, you could water those about once a year, potentially even longer. Some of the more loose-fitting lids are about every 90 days or so.
And the other thing, you mentioned indirect sunlight. You do not want to leave this out on a bright, sunny windowsill.
No, you don't want to leave this on like a south-facing window. Too much direct sun will hurt the plants on the inside. So ideally, you're looking at like a north or an east-facing window, or even LED lights are great.
So Roosevelt's Terrariums, again, they're right here off Hawthorne and 44th in Southeast Portland. It's the 1-year anniversary of Sean owning the store here, so they're doing a special sale through Sunday. We'll have more information about them at kptv.com, and you can not only buy completed terrariums, you can buy supplies, and you can also take classes. So guys, coming up in our next hour, Sean's going to take me under his wing, and we're going to learn how to put a terrarium together. That's coming up a little bit later in the show. Back to you in the studio.